Hello everyone, welcome to the third lecture of the Prompt Engineering course for beginners. So in today's lecture, we will be covering a very valuable concept about prompting, and that is turning a vague prompt, a very unclear prompt, analytical one. So what is analytical? We will cover in this lecture, and how it is beneficial or how much it is fruitful in some particular situations. You will see this in today's lecture. So, in order to understand this whole scenario, we will be considering a particular use case. And let's say there is a woman known as Sarah, and she is a home baker. So, usually makes amazing organic bread. And her goal is that she wants to grow her business, but doesn't know how to use social media effectively. So, she is good at baking, but she is very bad at social advertisements or those kind of things, making social posts. So she doesn't have that skill. So it do happen in our everyday life. We are not good at everything. Now the problem is that she, after the emergence of AI tools, AI chatbots, she tried asking those AI tools for help before, but the answers were too generic and boring. So whenever she will communicate, so she will be getting very generic or vague answers, which were not like too much helpful for her. Now, there are three levels of questioning. Questioning by questioning, I means to with talking to the AI chatbots. So there, you can consider it three levels. First one is the vague question, which if we categorize it as a particular habit, so we can call it the Google habit, like just Googling, what is this, what is that, where is this, where is that, I want to do this, how to do that, like this. So Sarah asks, how do I sell more bread? So this is like in simple, usually people write such kind of keywords or such kind of queries in Google. So that's why we call it the Google habit. The result, if you type like this and post it in AI chat, that's fine. It will give you answers. It might be helpful. You might be able to get something out of it. But of course, if you are watching this course, so it means you want to learn the best ways to communicate with these kinds of AI tools. So the result will be generic tips like post on Facebook or give discounts, not helpful. So it might be helpful in some ways, but not that much. Second is the level two, the clear question, the instruction habit. Like if you write the prompt based on some particular checklist. So Sarah asks, list 5 Instagram post ideas for an organic bakery in a small town. So if you clearly ask this kind of question, it will result in giving you the answers that are more clear and maybe more helpful for you than level one. So the result will be specific ideas like show the baking process or customer reviews. Still, it's much better than previous vague one, but not in particular for this particular use case. It is not the best one. The third one is the analytical question. Uh, and when we talk about analytical questions, so this kind of mindset is called consultant habit. It's like you are communicating with a consultant. So for this purpose, for asking for analytical prompts, there are we can categorize it as the 3C formula. Uh, First of all, let's talk about what analytical is. So of course, analytical means looking at the why and the how, not just the what. So in this particular case, you are not only interested in only asking it for 5 Instagram posts or 5 Facebook posts, but you want to understand if I am doing this kind of advertisement for this particular purpose, why should I prefer one over other? And how particularly I can do it in a more effective way. So this is will change the whole perspective of your communication, the why and the how. Because if when you ask what I need to do, so people will tell you generic things based on their own understanding. Similarly, AI will tell you generic things based on its own training. But if you turn the conversation into an analytical conversation, so you are now focusing on the why and the how of the things rather than only what. So you can include what, but more focusedly, we are interested in the why and how. So to make any prompt analytical, just add the 3 C's. So it's like a formula. The first one is compare. So you need to ask the AI to look at two or more options. Uh, it means you have some initial study. and then you are asking it, or you have like suggestions from different people. Now you are asking AI to compare this and that, two things, three things, four things, whatever it is. So you can ask it clearly to compare it. So you can use the words like versus, pros and cons, compare, and any other suitable word that can trigger the mode of comparison. Second thing is criteria. Tell the AI tool what matters most to you. You need to mention the criteria. Uh, like you have to mention, like, for example, low cost, because if you have like some constraints of the budget, so you need to mention it, like, okay, you are comparing, but my criteria is this particular things I need to consider it while in comparison. So low cost, easy for beginners, fastest, any such kind of things which you can consider as criteria, you have to add it. So two C's: compare and criteria. Third C is the conclusion. Ask the AI to give a recommendation as well. So it's not like just simply asking it to compare it for you. Based on your own conditions, based on your context, based on the story you told to AI, you also need to trigger the mode, this kind of mode, so that it can conclude for you as well, that based on this factor, what is the recommendation of the AI, and it should state the reason with it as well, so that you can understand, oh, why it has chosen option A over option B, or option B or over option C. So you can use the keywords as which is better, or give me a verdict, or like suggestion. So now if we apply the 3C formula, uh, as the Sarah goal was, she wants to know where to spend her 1 hour of marketing time. So she has a dedicated time. She wants to spend 1 hour in her routine over marketing. But now she needs to apply the formula, because there are a lot of social media platforms, a lot of advertisement tactics are available. But how she will apply these kind of concepts? So first of all, she will compare. Okay, I am aware about Instagram Reels versus Facebook groups. So she will ask it for the comparison. Instagram Reels versus Facebook groups. Second thing is criteria. So as she is like preparing those things at home, so just for a local bakery, she has a local bakery and with zero budget. Her budget is zero. So we also add the constraint and criteria, like only those things that are beneficial in these kind of constraints. And conclusion, which one should I start with to get customers this week? So we are asking the AI, okay, suggest, compare, and then suggest based on this conclusion as well, like conclude it for me, so that it is helpful for me for a starting point, rather than just feel more confused after communicating with AI. So you are asking the AI set a path for you. Uh, if we apply these kind of three C's, so the resulting prompt will be compare Instagram Reels versus Facebook groups for a local bakery with $0 budget. Look, we are hearing applying the three C's. Which one will get me local customers faster this week, and why? So if we use this kind of prompt, you will see the answer will be much more analytical, rather than just vague or just simply instructions, just simply telling you what to do. It will be analytical. You will understand the what, the how, and the why of this kind of communication as well. Now let's see the demo of this. If we apply this for this particular use case, how it is helpful and how analytical answer we can get. Okay, so I am using ChatGPT, but you can use any AI tool. And here is the prompt that we already discussed. So let's see what it replies. So when we run this prompt, you can see this is a very long answer. It is because it is being analytical. So it is telling you about, like, it is comparing you local targeting winner. So it is also telling you the winner. It's like Facebook groups, and time to first sale winner is Facebook groups. And with zero budget, groups can convert same day. Reels usually take days, reach to gain traction. So it is telling you the reasons. Also reach versus conversion, effort versus payoff. So these are different things. I'm not going into the detail, because the purpose of this lecture is not to tell you what this prompt is giving us, but rather I was telling you how analytical answers you can get through this, and it will excel your speed more. So uh, let's see the final verdict. So it is also giving us the final verdict. Fast local sales this week. We could start with Facebook groups. Then for brand building, Instagram Reels, free marketing with no audience. Now, just for the simplicity of this lecture, let's ask it to summarize this in 2 or 3 lines so that we can know what is it suggesting. So okay, so this is the summary. Facebook groups connect you with local people already looking to buy, so they convert fast. Instagram Reels gives broader reach with slower results since people are just browsing. With $0 budget, effort versus payoff is much better in groups for immediate sales. So now you can see it is analytically pointing out what decision you need to take for your particular use case. So what you should do, focus on posting in local Facebook groups right now to get customers this week and use Instagram Reels later for growth. So this is the summary. Now in this lecture, this is what I wanted to tell. For your particular use cases, you might switch from the instructional prompts, analytical prompts, and analytical prompts will help you understand the reason behind whatever AI is suggesting to you. And you might have a lot more to click, and then you can communicate with it further based on that. Hopefully, this lecture will be helpful for you. Please do mention your feedback and whatever your queries are in your mind in the comment section. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.